It's Tuesday, February 11th, 2020, and here's what's happening. A Jamestown manufacturer is scheduled to lay off nearly half of its workforce, the latest there. Plus, why state lawmakers want to decriminalize prostitution.
And a live look over downtown Warren from the Warren City Bank shows you the mostly cloudy skies downtown, but that will continue through the day. We'll talk about it next as the news starts right now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. Our top story, a City of Jamestown factory is scheduled to lay off nearly half of its workforce later this year. Jamestown Metal Products at 178 Blackstone Avenue filed a worker adjustment and retaining notification, also known as a WARN notice, last week. The company says 37 of the 77 employees there will be laid off. Jamestown Metal Product is a division of institutional casework. They manufacture painted steel, stainless steel, and wood fixtures, as well as flume hoods and work surfaces. The company says economic conditions contributed to the layoff. They were founded in 1943. And an inmate at the Chautauqua County Jail is facing charges after allegedly bringing methamphetamine into that facility. Deputies with the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office say that 54-year-old Diana Bloom of Jamestown was allegedly found with the drugs after they received a report from jail personnel. Bloom is charged with first-degree promoting prison contraband and seventh-degree criminal possession of a controlled substance in that case. Deputies say Bloom will appear in the town of Chautauqua court on a later date to answer those charges. And a City of Jamestown woman was charged with harassment after allegedly calling a man nearly 100 times in 1 hour on Sunday. Jamestown police say that 20-year-old Caroline Penhallow had an active stay-away order of protection against the male victim in the case. Officers say Penhallow was later located, arrested, and charged. She was taken to Jamestown City Jail pending arraignment in that case. Well, the Jamestown Board of Education announced this morning they're using a Buffalo-based consultant group to aid in the search for the district's next superintendent. School officials say the New York State Leadership Group was selected during a special Board of Education meeting at the New York's, and now they're a nonprofit educational organization within the SUNY Buffalo State College Foundation. Last week, current Jamestown Public School Superintendent Dr. Brett Athorpe announced his retirement this June. Well, hopefully everybody is having a good day. We thank you so much for joining us here on WNY News Now. I'm going to try to pull up the comments and see how everyone is doing. Hopefully you're having a good day. And today, a little colder than it was yesterday for sure. Not really super fun out there. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter joins us live now with what we can expect weather-wise here in the next couple of days. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and yes, things will be changing as we head into the later part of the week. This is our next storm system located right here between Arizona and New Mexico. This thing is actually going to impact our weather as we go into the later week. It's going to go like that and then right along the eastern part of our country. And in the wake of that, the temperatures are really going to drop here. We've talked about this, how we haven't really had a cold snap this winter. It's coming. Here it is here. We go from 33 on Thursday down to 10 degrees on Friday, and we do bounce back a little bit on Saturday with the aid of at least a little bit of plentiful sunshine. Downtown right now, just sucked in cloud cover. We're at 30. There's actually a little bit of fog being reported at the airport. The current visibility at the airport north of the city is 5 miles. So again, we're dealing with a little bit of fog again this afternoon with a west wind of 9. The wind chill is down to 22 degrees. And regionally, temperatures 31 Mayville, 33 Dunkirk, 35 Erie, 34 Edinburgh, 34 also in Warren. So again, temperatures not changing a whole lot once you pretty much go across the area. So we'll go hour by hour. The afternoon should be dry today. Any of those snowflakes that we had this morning cut out, and it'll be mainly dry for the afternoon hours. But we'll talk more about that storm system and its impacts as we go into Thursday and Friday, Jay.
All right, Dakota, thank you very much. Coming up, why lawmakers want everyone in a car to be buckled. And later, we celebrate a sweet treat ahead of this Valentine's Day weekend. The news at noon continues next.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
The mother of a special education student at Maple Grove High School is speaking out.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
And Lake Erie is covered in less than 1% of ice as this winter season has entered its peak.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Every cookie sold in the Girl Scout Cookie Program helps girls learn lifelong lessons in people skills, decision making, money management, goal setting, and business ethics. It's amazing how much you can learn from a cookie. The Girl Scout Cookie Program. Think outside the box.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
And welcome back. New York State legislators have reintroduced a measure that would decriminalize prostitution. Both bills in the state Senate and Assembly are currently backed by 6 New York City representatives. The measure aims to maintain laws that relate to trafficking, consent, and expulsion of prior convictions of individuals prosecuted for sex work. New York would become the first state in the nation to pass legislation to decriminalize sex work, provided a version of the bill can make it to the governor's desk. Last year's version did not make it out of committee, as reforms to sex work are generally highly contentious. Research shows that criminal prosecution disproportionately affects low-income female sex workers while ignoring their patrons. Progressive critics of the bill say it lacks built-in safeguards that would address potential concerns of prostitution. And some New York State lawmakers are pushing a new law that would require people to buckle up when seated in the back seat of a car. Last year, lawmakers failed to pass a similar law that would have required all in a vehicle to be buckled. Current law only requires front seat passengers to wear belts and children under the age of 8 to wear seatbelts in the back seat. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, 28% of passengers do not buckle up in the back seat. Those who do not wear a seatbelt are 8 more times likely to be injured or killed in a crash. The bill is in the state Senate now and in the Assembly. Both have passed through their committee processes as well. Well, the president and vice president honored the remains of 2 fallen heroes killed last week in Afghanistan. President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence took part in a dignified transfer ceremony at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware late last night. The 2 U.S. leaders saluted as flag-draped caskets were carried off an aircraft and put into an awaiting vehicle. In those caskets carry the remains of Sergeants First Class Antonio Rodriguez and Javier Gutierrez. The 2 servicemen were killed after a person reportedly opened fire on the U.S. Afghan forces on Saturday. 6 other service members were wounded in that attack. Well, Valentine's Day is only a few days away now, and it's usually an expensive gift-giving day for people in a relationship. And this year's Valentine's Day spending is expected to once again reach unprecedented levels. That's according to a just-released annual survey. Mandy Gaithner has a closer look in today's Consumer Watch.
A blooming and record-breaking Valentine's Day. According to the National Retail Federation, the average person will spend a little over $196 to shower those they care for with love. That's an expected record-breaking total of $27.4 billion, a 32% spending increase and nearly $7 billion more than last year. According to the survey, spouses and significant others are expected to get more than half of that chunk of money, with many people planning to spend their money on classic gifts like greeting cards, candy, and flowers. And the top choice, jewelry, with some lucky recipients getting a memorable experience like game tickets or a spa day. But those surveyed also said they will spread the love further this year, indicating they'd buy Valentine's gifts for friends, children's classmates, co-workers, and even pets. In fact, 27% of those surveyed said they were buying gifts for their furry friends. The average consumer is expected to spend about $12 on their pet. That's up from about $7 last year. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, Mandy, thank you very much. Everybody loves spending on their dogs, Dakota. I mean, it's Valentine's Day for you, me, and Fido this year.
Well, I don't have any pets anymore, so yeah.
Well, maybe you could go make a dog's day or a cat or whatever if you go adopt one. That's what you should do.
I can't. Well, I can't
You
have
can't
any
have
pets
one
at
in your
my house.
apartment? No.
I can't.
Me either. That's the issue with apartment renting right there, ladies and gentlemen.
House renting, apartment renting. That's
The only
that's
the only
same
reason
story.
I'd buy a house right now is to have a dog. I mean, I'm serious. Yeah,
Right,
I would.
right.
I'm serious. You know what? We've talked about this. My girlfriend and I. We're like, well, you know, maybe we talked about going other. We love our apartment,
Right.
but we've talked about going other places because we want a furry friend.
Right.
It's that simple. And then we're like, well, we might as well just buy a house. I mean, to move all of our stuff,
Yeah.
it would be such a process.
And I understand why, you know, a lot of landlords don't allow pets because, you know, pets can destroy a home. So
They
Yeah.
can. I mean,
So,
if you don't
I
take care of
understand
your
that,
dog
so,
and monitor them, or even cats, like they like to scratch on
scratch
You
things. Sometimes
have-
they have accidents on the carpet.
Right. You really
So,
have to
yeah.
be a
have to
good,
be cautious
vigilant
and-
pet
yeah.
owner for sure. But gotta say hello to John. Hopefully you're doing well. He says, thinking about it before buying chocolate for Valentine's Day. Be prepared for it. Does the outfit make me look fat? Oh boy. You don't like. No one likes those lines. Hello to Cindy. Hopefully you're doing well.
Any outfit makes me look fat.
Great
so
to see
I'm
you.
okay there.
Good to see Garrett, Renee. Thanks for joining us. She says, Burr, it's a bit cold out there. And she said, be sure to dress warm on Friday. Watch your fur babies. Please don't leave them out. Certainly agree with that. Got to say hello to David. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello to Joe as well. Hopefully you all are having a good day. Renee chimes in again. She says, LOL, I did last night for my dogs, Apples and Grunts. They're also considered my children. Yeah. They're part of the family just as much as
If I had a
else's.
dog, I would name him Doppler.
Doppler? That'd be really cute. Doppler. It'd be very fitting for you.
That's true.
He could be out there tracking the snow showers.
That's true. Anyway, speaking of tracking the snow showers, this is a camera we haven't shown on the air. This is a live look coming from Hollymont Ski Resort in Ellicottville. We've seen a few skiers coming down the slope, and right now it is 33 degrees out there with no wind to speak of. And again, today's a good day for skiing. And speaking of skiing, let's look at the ski conditions. And just updated this morning. How do you like my little skier dude right here, my snowboarder? How do you like him? Isn't he cute? Yeah, I know. So again, all the bases are looking pretty substantial. Holiday Valley up to 63-inch peak bases, 57 for Hollymont, and 30 inches now for Mount Pleasant. Most everybody has good surfaces, and no new snow reported here except for Mount Pleasant, where they picked up 2 inches over the past 24 hours. Speaking of snow, we'll continue right along with the snow theme. Let's talk about where we are for seasonal snowfall. Right now, we're at 51.7 inches for the year. That's the total for the entire season. We should be at 70.2 inches this time of the year. That's an 18.5-inch deficit. And again, we kind of cut the deficit down a little bit, but we're still running below average for normal snowfall. And last year at this time, we were at 88.4 inches. We were way above average for snowfall. This is our next storm system right here. It is spinning pretty much near New Mexico. This thing is going to take a track across the eastern portion of the country. And behind this, it's going to turn much, much colder. We'll take you through future scan through the day. Any of those snow showers that we had this morning cut out, but don't expect a whole lot of sunshine. Mostly cloudy for the afternoon hours. Now, as we get into tonight, there will be the chance for maybe a few light lake effect snow showers coming in off the eastern end of Lake Erie. I would not definitely rule that out. But again, if anybody sees any snow showers less than an inch of accumulation, that's the good news. The wind picks up though, pretty much off the eastern end of Lake Erie. So again, it will turn a little bit breezy tonight. This goes all the way until Thursday at midnight. You can see the essence of our next storm system coming in. And this is the big debate here. You see all these colors? That is the debate of our next storm system, depending on where that freezing line is. So again, here's what's happening here. Arctic front coming in basically from the northwest. What we have to keep an eye on is how close is this mixed line going to get to western New York. We think it will kind of creep up to our area a little bit, but this is the whole piece of this forecast. If we mix in more sleet and freezing rain, the snow totals will be lower. If it's more snow, this could be a shovelable to plowable kind of snow event Thursday and Friday. It's still too early to know exact details, but beyond this, it is turning much, much colder. So in terms of the impacts here for Thursday, it's mainly going to be the snowfall. Again, we're still trying to determine where that freezing line rain will be, but again, we think it'll mainly be a snowfall issue. Then as we look into Friday, the bigger story is going to be the air temperature and the wind chills. Air temperature is very cold, and of course Friday is of course Valentine's Day, so if we hit our projected high temperature of 10, we will be in the top 5 coldest Valentine's Days on record since 1919, going back 100 years. The coldest ever was just a couple years ago, where we only hit 7 back in 2016. So again, we have to keep our eyes on this. The wind chills 0 to 10 below Thursday night, Friday, through the day Friday, and Saturday morning. Ouch. Get ready for this. Lake Erie shoreline here. Temperatures, though, at least this is not too far off from where we should be this time of the year. Lower to upper 30s, rather dry and quiet with a west wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Off to the east here, any of those snow showers that we have are done and over with. Mostly cloudy through the day, but the wind comes up, though, 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the west. Take a look at the future. The next 7 days are coming up, and 35 degrees tomorrow, 33 Thursday. We start there, but we drop the temperatures through the day. We'll be at 8 to start Friday morning. We only rebound to 10 throughout the day on Friday. Wind chills will likely range 0 to 10 below 0. We're actually below 0 for morning lows Saturday. Very frigid start, but we do rebound with plentiful sunshine. A few rain and snow showers Sunday, then we dry out next Monday with temperatures going back into the 40s once again.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com. With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Happy Tuesday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Tomorrow evening, both the men's and women's JCC Jayhawks basketball teams will be hosting conference games against Niagara County Community College. Recently snapping a 4-game losing streak, the Lady Jayhawks game will be at 5:30. The team is coming off of a 74-42 win over Erie Community College last Saturday. Meanwhile, the men's game will have a 7:30 tip-off, with them looking to end a 7-game losing streak. In the field of high school sports in Section 6 Class C high school basketball action, tonight at 7:30, the Frewsburg Bears will be on the road to take on the Panama Panthers. Frewsburg goes into the game at 13-5 and coming off a 58-46 victory over the Sherman Wildcats last Saturday. On the opposing end, Panama is 15-3 and lost their last game 63-46, in the hands of the Westfield Wolverines last Thursday, snapping a 4-game winning streak. With the coronavirus and the awareness of it rising, the NHL could go through a shortage of hockey sticks should the outbreak of the disease not slow down or cease completely. Around 75% of hockey sticks used by NHL players are made in China. It is also common for players in the league to go through more than one stick per game. The most common kind of hockey stick used by NHL players are composite ones, which are made by weaving and gluing the synthetic fibers and are highly susceptible to breaking. A shortage will highly likely occur if making more hockey sticks continues to be delayed. That's it for sports today. Back to Justin and Dakota.
All right, Norm, thank you very much. Well, a sweet day to celebrate just ahead of this Valentine's Day weekend is with National Peppermint Patty Day. Woo-hoo. They're crisp on the outside, yet so soft and creamy on the inside. The cool minty chocolates have been a traditional favorite of many for decades. The first peppermint patties in the United States were made by candy makers as early as the 1900s. Some of the most popular flavors are York peppermint patties, which originally came out of York Cone Company in Pennsylvania. You can even find a lot of peppermint patty flavored dessert recipes like cakes, brownies, and cookies. So pick up some, or even you could bake some today to celebrate this yummy, yummy treat. I love peppermint patties. They're some
Who doesn't? I mean,
right.
Who doesn't love the York peppermint patties? Those things are like amazing.
You know, like anytime that you have that, I always find it really good after you eat like a big meal or something to have that, because they say, I don't actually know if this is factual, so I should look it up really. But
it's just between us girls. Nobody's watching but us girls. Go ahead.
I don't know if you've heard this before, but they say that peppermint helps start digestion. It tells your palate that it's okay.
I've heard of it helping with heartburn. Like if you suffer from heartburn, if you chew like a piece of hard peppermint candy, sometimes that can help. At least that's what I've heard.
I don't know. They always give those type of peppermints out at like Olive Garden. Yeah. And I've always thought, this is just a way to help digestion. So who knows?
The Andes mints, though, I mean, you know, those things, I could suck down a whole bag of those things.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're just as good as peppermint patties, I think.
Man, those are good.
So, got to say hello to Pam. Good to see you. Hello to TR and Amy as well. Hopefully you're all doing well. My mom loves peppermint patties, too. Like, that's a really big one. So, always try to have those around. Well, let's switch gears and get a check, a final check of our weather forecast for today. And like you said, during full weather, really, the story this week is going to be that cold temperature later on.
Yep. And I mean, it won't be for tomorrow. So at the bus stop tomorrow, 25 degrees as the kids head to the bus stop tomorrow morning. Not bad, mostly cloudy, no weather hassles. Tomorrow, as you're sending them home on the bus, as they come home from the bus, from school, 34 degrees more.
Well, they get off the bus.
More clouds.
They use the bus to get there.
Anyway,
is this Jefferson Middle School?
I don't know. I don't know what school that is. I mean, I can't even read what's in front of me here. So more clouds than sun, a light snow shower, possibly, but snow will hold off until Wednesday night going into Thursday, and the temperatures really fall on Friday. Likely, we will struggle to hit double digits on Friday. Now, since I've got all that out.
Good job, Dakota. Thank you. You know, I used to do weather in my past life.
It's not easy.
No. It's one of the hardest jobs because he has no script.
Yes, it's just all you have to
I cheat. I have a script for the majority of the show.
The news people actually have a cheat sheet.
Yes.
The weather people don't. So
Renee says you'll be all right, Dakota. We love it. Happy Tuesday,
I need to eat
TR.
lunch. I think that's my problem.
Hello to David. Let's go have some peppermint patties for lunch.
Absolutely.
That'd be delicious. That's going to do it for us today. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. We're back tomorrow. Hope you have a great day. See you then.